What's going on, everyone? Slovosh here again, bringing you some Marvel Heroes, Mr. Fantastic gameplay. I have muddled through some of his skills that I've never really used, and I've kind of come up with a build that is similar to the lazy leveling storm build that I put up a while back. Basically, you hold down the right click button, and then you use A and G. That's about it. If you come up on a boss, you use this spheroid. And if you need to get somewhere quick, I don't know if anyone's ever done this because it seems like the dumbest idea in the world, but I maxed wheel. So my travel speed is 590 on that with a very low spirit cost. And then just for shits, I put on as many snake root relics as I could get my hands on, which was 275. Watch how fast I can get over these fucking people. It's pretty funny.
Stop them!
Doesn't seem like all that much, but I'm pretty much floating. I don't know if you can see how fast I'm developing the map. But anyways, this is the shit I've been doing. I know this is just normal Midtown. This isn't like in-game content. Obviously, this build is not meant for in-game content at all. But if you happen to be doing your shared quests, your daily shared quests, like I have been for the hero accommodations, protector accommodations, you can get these from the shared quest. And since I don't raid a whole bunch, I need to do my shared quest just about every day in order to build these up to the point of where I can buy my upgrades for my gear. So let me step in here, explain the build for a second. It's pretty easy. The main move is Twister. I went ahead and maxed Twister. I maxed Bouncy Ball. I maxed his passives like any passive he had. So Elastic Body, maxed that. Maxed Outwit just for really the crit hit and damage rating, nothing else. I also maxed the Stimulant Field just so the 20% chance to deal extra damage whenever a crit or whatever is dealt, that chance is or that damage is a little bit higher. So it's just a little more like running in the background kind of damage, because basically all I'm doing, especially with the terminal quest, all I did for this like defeating the henchman quest, I've already done it by the way, but for defeating this henchman quest and destroying all the shit in like the way to MODOK, all the like little boxes and whatnot, it just made it a breeze, man. All I did was I just made sure I had this stimulant field on. I made sure that Herbie was out, and then basically I just twisted. And I found my guys. So right now, to defeat the Midtown shared quest, what I need to do is I need to defeat elites, defeat enemies in general, and you can see how mindless this really is. If you're not looking to be super engaged in gameplay, especially with Mr. Fantastic, it can kind of be concentration intensive, if you know what I mean. Running his cooldowns or anything like that, but this build's pretty easy. Basically, if you're running low on health, you use his Inflate. If you have a bunch of guys like this, you throw one of these out there, gives everyone on the screen vulnerability, just a little more damage in the background. Just keep doing that. I put his CC break on in the background, just in case someone tries to fuck up my spinny move. I can go ahead and become invulnerable to all crowd control. And basically this is it. You just hold down the right click, and between Inflate and some of the gear I have on, I basically never have to stop doing this. And if you get a bunch of yellows and blues, you might want to throw out one of these graviton emitters and what is it? Yeah, graviton emitters. That would give them vulnerability. I don't really always try to fight the bosses. I'm not really trying to farm them since it's obviously not an objective of the shared quest, but it's really easy to just fuck people up in normal Midtown after going from Cosmic for a while. know if anyone else is over here fighting these guys. It might just, it's me and this rocket, but... And this is obviously not 100% what I would be trying to do with this build, but since I'm here, why the hell not? This is more for pure trash clearing and just speed runs of like shared quests. Since Mr. Fantastic doesn't have any like other damage while moving kind of skills like Magneto has or Scarlet Witch or someone like that, this is his best choice. And if you're looking for mindless shared quest farming, this is the way to do it, I would say, with Mr. Fantastic. Just kind of working my way into the groups of guys and just beating them down with my fists. It's almost too easy. And obviously this doesn't change any of my gear. I'm still running my positron emitter gear on this. Since this is more of a joke build, I didn't mess with any of my gear other than the relic, because I want to be able to move a little bit faster while I'm doing this, so it's not so slow. So I put on the movement speed relic. As you can see there, I am slowly but surely knocking away without having to do anything at all. Actually, I'm kind of picking my nose right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm just sitting back, one hand in this shit. It's cakework, man. Sometimes you don't feel like being engaged. Maybe you're on the phone, still trying to complete your quests. What I would do is just make this like one of your secondary builds, and then you can activate it and transfer over to it from your main Mr. Fantastic build if that's what you want to do. Let's get this guy out of here. Yeah, so like here I'm on build 2. Build 1 is obviously on positron emitter, so I'd go to 2, activate, boom, ready to go, starting to twister, you know. It's a very, very gimmicky move. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, guys, but if you're bored, doing some shared quests, you don't feel like single target hitting and going through the cooldown rotations like Mr. Fantastic has to in order to get positron emitter to fire off, which is pretty intensive for management and other things, give this a shot on one of your free secondary skill setups and see if you have a little bit easier of a time doing your shared quests like I have been. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm going to continue to beat these motherfuckers down with my big fists as I spin around. Join me next week, guys. Bring you some more Marvel Heroes content. Peace.